Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious, just organising my likes, my little babies, my delicious and beautiful little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so. You're all super duper wonderful, super duper beautiful, and super duper delicious. Okay, so what do we do, my delicious little babies? 3, 2, 1. Beam me up, my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lads. You're all juicy and delicious. Okay, now good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by. And I hope that you too are feeling all super duper delicious wherever you are in the world. So much love to you all, my delicious little babies. Okay, now I am very late doing my video today, but never mind, because I'm here now, okay? My weather in my old neck of the woods in the old UK, well, just to let you know, my delicious little babies, it's very dark out there, okay? And it's very damp, and there we go, in my neck of the woods in the UK, and it is very cold. Okay, so it seems that things are getting rather colder. Do you see, my delicious little babies? So it's not just here, my delicious little babies. It seems to be all over the world. Okay, it's like some of them, hello, are just wanting to let us know. But that's all right, my delicious little babies. We're just going to keep on rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those wheels rolling, 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 right. Please look at the year. Okay, my delicious babies, and thank you. Now then, if you do happen to enjoy my video today, well, it's this evening in my neck of the woods in the UK, but it could be a different time wherever you are, because everything differs, the same as the weather, okay? If you'd like to click on the like, okay? For others of you, you happen to stumble across my videos, you enjoy my videos, if you could please click on the subscribe. For others of you, please feel free to share my videos. Share. Okay, and finally, if you'd like to leave a comment, please feel free to do so. It's always welcomed, okay? And thank you. Now then, so I want to kick off with something, okay? Now, there's many reasons why I've done my video this evening rather than in the daytime, okay then? So let me just make a start. So we have, if you could please type into the old space bar, yes? Please and thank you, my delicious little babies. And if you please type in Labour, okay, MP, wipes the floor with Royal Mail, COE, okay, at select committee hearing, okay? So I'm just going to repeat that again, my delicious little babies, yes? Labour MP wipes the floor with Royal Mail, CEO, at select committee hearing, okay? Now, if you please look in the subscribe, it should say, where am I? Politics Joe, okay? Now, I have seen this many times with different things, okay? There we are, ding ding, so I already know, okay? Now, what it is, I just want to mention something here before I go on to something else, my delicious little babies, yes? Please, nobody be fooled here, nobody, okay, my delicious little babies, yes? Because the reason why I've noticed that they're using certain words, and maybe it's because ding ding, whoever it is who's following all of our videos, and that's a lot of platforms, my delicious little babies, yes, they're cherry picking and they're taking bits and pieces. Okay, my delicious little babies, it just so happened that I happened to hear a couple of my sayings, ding ding, in there. Okay, so yes, I am up on the ball. But what it is, and that doesn't mean no, that means yes, okay? Now, what it is, okay, quite simply, is that your man there who is a CEO, so we just need to know what that means for some of us delicious and beautiful little babies out there. And God bless you all for those of you who do not know, okay? A CEO is a Chief Executive Officer. Yes, that's right. So if you imagine, my delicious little babies, the NATO Americans. Yes, ding ding. Okay. Chief Executive Officer. But what was really fascinating about this when I was listening, I think it's about 10 or 11 minutes long, my delicious little babies, is that this Chief Executive Officer could not really answer all of the questions that were required of himself. Okay? But please, and I have to say this just once more, my delicious little babies, please do not feel for one moment that Labour's there to help us either, because they're not. All that they've done, thrown it up on my feed, ding, 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 I know what's happening, okay? And at the end of the day, obviously, it's to get the situation out, to get the wording out, okay? But one must always remember, the same as Parliament, the same as anywhere, you know, when cameras are allowed in, we're all on a stage. Okay, you know what's just come to my mind? That song, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, the medicine go down. Are you following me, my delicious little babies? Yes, just come into my old noddle, Mary Poppins, I do believe. Ding ding. Okay, so let's tick this one off. So yes, it was very interesting to listen to actually, because you see, one can get given a name like an expert, which, like I've said before, and I'm going to repeat it again, nobody is an expert. It does not matter who we are on this planet. Nobody is. Okay? So when everybody understands that, my delicious little babies, then we're a rocking and a rolling. Yes, ding, ding. Do you see what I'm saying to you, sweet, yeah? So, my little lovely sweet, yes? So, please, I'll just take a listen to that is the point I'm making, yes? But please do not be fooled that Labour are there to help us. Because during that, I noticed there was a lot of left and a lot of right, so left for no, right for yes, which is what a lot of the alternative media does. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies, yes? So instead of just telling it as it is and being honest and correct, very important that is, okay? It's like, I mean, sometimes they're in a predicament, okay? So they can only say so much on a channel, okay? So sometimes they have to give it a bit of a scratch here or a bit of a scratch there, or a bit of this and a bit of that. And then other times you see there's a lot of competition. There we go, ding ding, before I even said it, all the cold across my shoulders. Then there's a bit of competition going on. As we all very well know, everybody's competing with each other. Do you see what I'm saying to you? When really nobody needs to compete with anybody. But this is the world that we've been brought into, okay? And I'm going to continue this because I'm not finished yet, my delicious little babies, okay? So please, yes, just take a little listen. But it just goes to show that Royal Mail, well, it seems that, which we already know, I've spoken to many Royal Mail, okay? And they cannot cope with the load of parcels and everything else. Anyway, if you listen to it, you'll understand, please, and thank you, my delicious little babies. And I've known this a long time. Okay, because it's been going on for some years now. A little bit like Amazon. Anyway, that's also mentioned in this little video. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so we tick that off. Now then, let me go up here then. So I went from the bottom straight to the top. Okay, my delicious little babies. So 3 weeks ago, okay, 3 weeks ago, I was having a moan on one of my videos. Surprise, surprise, you know, because as any of my delicious and beautiful little babies, how I love you so, you all know that I enjoy to have a moan. Everybody does. Do you? And everybody who knows me knows this. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I mean, I've got to be honest with you. I mean, I could drive me flipping, there we go, before I even say to drive me flipping daughters crazy. Do you see what I mean? Because not only am I strict, which they would tell you themselves if they were here, but they would never come on the camera, okay? Simply because they choose not to. It's not that I have not offered them to. They just refuse to come on, okay? But it's my prerogative, do. Bobby Brown. Remember that song as well? What year was that? Scratch, scratch. Anyway, so the thing is this. Is that yes, I am strict, and yes, I have a moan. Everybody knows that. And just going back to the bottom here, they kept saying in this Labour MP, the first one that I've just advertised, my delicious little babies, yes. Okay, there's a method in my madness why that was advertised. Not always for the good, just wanting to make those of you delicious and beautiful little babies out there who are not aware, okay? They kept saying everywhere. Now, I remember when I was growing up, you know, and there used to be a group called Fleetwood Mac, okay? And one of the songs was Everywhere. Now, when they first formed their band, apparently, only according to what I read, my delicious little babies, it was actually in 1967 in London. Okay, then my delicious little babies, so I just thought I'd mention that. So let's just flip back to the top now. So yes, I was having a moan, and what it was, there was somebody who I was not very happy with on there, okay? So now I'm going to flip to the next one, so let's just tick that off. I am going somewhere with this, my delicious little babies. Please mark my words on that, okay? Then on another video, again, it was a few weeks ago, there was a song that I just sang just a little bit of, just for you all to catch my drift. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes. And that was, just a little bit of you every day will surely keep the doctor away. Okay. Now then, let's fast forward. So somebody else I'd like to advertise. And his name is Neil Oliver. Now, I'm pretty sure that I mentioned him last year. But he does have his own channel, actually, okay? Sometimes it says GB at the end of it, and sometimes not. I've noticed that in later times it says patreon.com. That's good. Ding, ding. Good on you, Neil. Please keep going, darling. Get away from the putrid. Best thing you can ever do. Do you follow me, my little lovely? Yes? You're all right the way you are. Keep going, okay? Please and thank you. And he was interviewing a doctor called Dr. John Campbell, okay? Please, my delicious little babies, please, if you could go on to Spacebar, okay, and type in Neil Oliver, you'll actually see this interview. Very interesting indeed, yes, ding ding, very cold here across my shoulders. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. I've actually seen Dr. John Campbell rather recently, advertising a lot to do with Africa, thanking everybody, before I even say it, ding ding, for their donations with the mosquito nets. Okay, so I just thought I'd mention that, okay. Some may call me a BITCH because he was also now covering China and other things, which at the time was actually telling his 2-point over 6 million not to look on these sites. Naughty, 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 do not do that. But now this seems to have changed. One must always look at very large sites. Yes, ding, ding. Okay, and the reason why, because what is behind it? There we go. Ding, ding, all cold here. What is the agenda here? When the damage has already bloody been done. Anyway, what is it? Oh, Ooga, ooga, ooga. In our neck of the woods in the old UK, what is it that our putrid queen, because you're hearing drips and drabs from the old putrid fake royal family, aren't you? Yes, ding, ding. Okay, what is it? Never complain and never explain. Or it could be the other way around. Never explain, never complain. I feel it's the other way around, actually, yes? So sometimes, if somebody's done something wrong, flipping call it out and flipping apologise. Okay? Seems to be too many. And he was done telling on the latest video. He was showing, actually, a picture. Bang, bang, bang. He's done telling, with little sheep. Sheep or people. Do you see what I'm saying? And yet still in his comments he has, oh, you're so good, Dr. John Campbell. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? And I've noticed with other doctors on there, it's not just him. Okay, there's another one, what's his flipping name now? Sitting this morning, Dr. something in. I'll need to find him and then come back to my delicious little babies, yes? Well, he's in the US, in the United States, yes? And he was talking about the disgustingness of what's going on in our neck of the woods in the old UK, where you cannot get an ambulance. Well, anyway, I've already done a video on this, yes? Yes, I have, ding, ding. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? But he talks like a robot. Like, when he's in front of the camera, it's like, and I went to the UK. It's almost like he's reading off a script. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies? Or could it be, Ooga, that he's done so many years to become a doctor in the old universities? Do you see what I mean? That they're programmed to talk a certain way. Okay, I'm not saying that about everybody who's attended university, my delicious little babies, okay? I'm just saying and making my point. So please call me a bitch. I just tell it the way it is, okay? So if you're going to say this and say that and say the next thing, yes, make sure that you're not talking like a robot, okay? But it seems to me, getting back to Mr. Campbell there, my great-grandfather was a doctor, but not the kind of doctors that you're flipping got now. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, if you had a cold, a common cold, okay, you say, oh, stick your head over some steam. There we go, ding, ding. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? Not flipping carry on like this, with this silliness that's going on. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? That's why I said doctor and nurse. When it's, it's like the letters are put in front. It's like for some reason, for some delicious little babies out there, dong, okay? It's like they seem to follow every single word. And they forget about what has really taken place here. Are you following me, my delicious little babies? So yes, now I am out in the open. Because with me, as I'm sure that you all very well know, my delicious little babies, I do not let it go. Okay? But do not have a pop at me, because that's what I felt it was. But now you see, you don't see it, you're going to flipping feel it. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Please watch Neil Oliver's interview with Mr. Dr. John Campbell. please and thank you. Very interesting that was actually, if you're reading between the lines, my delicious little babies. Now finally, there's something I'd like to talk about, and this is on DuckDuckGo, okay? Now, I've already looked at this over a few years ago now. Yes, ding ding, okay, all cold here, yes? Just need to have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. But of course, when I went back, because it's been so long since I've looked at this, my delicious little babies, yes? When I went back, well, seems that I was having trouble finding it. Maybe I never put the right wording in or something. Okay, so I was actually doing my tea at the time, to be quite honest with you. Yes, I was, ding ding. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. And for some reason, I just couldn't find them. So anyway, I ended up on the Wikipedia. Now, as much as there may be some out there who actually feel that Wikipedia is wrong in some things, I'm not saying that Wikipedia is not always correct on everything, yes? But it's only for the fact that when I happened to look, I remember when I looked at something over a few years ago, okay, and I knew that this, was pretty much on the mark, my delicious little babies, yes? So DuckDuckGo, okay, my delicious little babies, yes? Now, I'm going to read it out to you, and I want to end the video on this really, because I haven't been doing my readings like I should be, and really tomorrow, for all of you beautiful and delicious little babies out there, and God bless you, okay, because some may look at the readings and some may not. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just horses for courses. That's the way it rock and rolls. That's the way life goes, you know. I'm not worried. I just put it out, and that's no disrespect. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? But others must just take what they will from any reading or from any other pieces of information that to give out, yes? But I thought I'd save the best till last here. Okay, my delicious little babies. So I'm just going to read it out, okay? Please and thank you. Bought a new pad as well. New A4 refill pad, yes. Right, so here we go. Humanese, you know, ding ding, what their flipping named us. Okay, my delicious little babies, please look it up. Hugh, H-U, man. Okay, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. Yes. Now then, sometimes called Schumann or Schumann, however somebody wants to pronounce it. I mean, I just read it as I see it. C for Charlie, H for Harry, U for umbrella, then man. It's all one word, okay? I just look at it like that, Schumann, okay? Manpanese. Can you hear this, my delicious little babies? Manpanese, yes? Or chummanese, chum. Sounds a bit like pedigree chum, doesn't it? Like a, you know, like a little animals. God bless the beautiful dear souls, how we love them so. Sounds like pedigree chum, doesn't it? Anyway, also sounds rather flipping, there we go. Rather ding Chinese to me as well. Do you see what I'm saying, my delicious little babies? I've never got anything against the Chinese. You listen to my other videos, you already know that, my delicious little babies, yes, but we can see how it comes into the mix, okay? Ding, yes, okay? Now then, is a hypothetical, gosh, that's a large word, I feel like I swallowed the dictionary, hybrid of chimpanzees. Oh, so most of you will understand this, won't you, my delicious little babies? Not, you know, not being wishing to be rude or anything, okay? But, you know, we all know what a chimpanzee is, don't we? Yes? So, and human, okay? And human, okay? Thus, you know, T-H-U-S, thus, okay? A form of human and animal, hybrid. Okay, full stop. This gets better now, my delicious little babies, okay? There's a reason why I went back on something. I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for, but nevertheless, I found enough what I needed to know, yes? So whether those are you, my delicious little babies, I'm going to repeat it once again, whether you like Wikipedia or not, I can actually cross-reference this because I remember looking at something, I'm pretty sure, was it 1933 or 1939, okay, where they actually did create a half man and half monkey. But what happened was, according to what I'd seen, God bless it, never survived. Okay, so it's amazing the nasty things they did at that time. Anyway, let me just please continue. Okay, proceed. Serious attempts to create such a hybrid, all about listening, my delicious little babies, were made, okay, by Soviet biologist Leah Ivanich, okay. Ivanov, okay, in the 1920s, and possible by researchers in China in the 1960s, though neither succeeded. Though neither succeeded, my delicious little babies. Okay, the portmanteau, and I actually put underneath French because if you look at it, it's a bit like a chateau, or a chateau, the way it's spelled. Okay, so there's a bit of French going on there. Okay, my delicious little babies. Okay, so portmanteau, yes, or portmanteau, yes. Humanese, yes, for a human, yes. Seems to be a lot of human, doesn't there? Chimpanzee hybrid appears to have entered usage. Okay, did you just hear that, my delicious little babies? Yes, please, I'll repeat it once again. Chimpanzee hybrid appears to have entered usage in the 1980s. Okay, so let's look at George Orwell. I've seen plenty of videos on this dear gentleman, God bless him. Okay, so let's just look at that. Okay, my delicious little babies. 1984, wasn't it? Yes. Anyway, so that's all we really have to say about that. Something just made me, for some reason, after these over past few years, there we go. Okay, now I did say that was the last one. I saved the best till last, but actually I'm going to I've just clocked this, my delicious little baby, so just please just let me tick this off, okay? Now then, please and thank you. The last one I'd like you to go on, please, my delicious little babies. Yes, if you look in the subscribe, it should say we got a problem. Yes, I'm back there again. Because it appears, yes, we do, globally. Ding, ding, have a flipping problem. Yes, we do. Right? And if you could please type into the space bar, okay? Always remember Elon Musk as well. He's gone a bit quiet, hasn't he, for some reason? Well, I'm not hearing a lot about him unless you've got your fans out there or your followers or your alternative media who are just keeping checks on everything. Do you see what I'm saying? But certain things go quiet, don't it? It's a bit like, when somebody goes behind the curtain, like they played a little part and then they pop back out again. Just like a school play. Right, now then, so if you just please type in the media. This is a brilliant little video, my delicious little babies. I really advise you to watch this now, my delicious little babies. Oh, yes. Ding, ding. Okay. The media are running desperate, and I will say that because that's exactly how that came across. Yes, ding, ding, yes, okay. Desperate damage control, okay, for the WEF, and that's on YouTube. If you could please just type that into the old space bar. So I'll just repeat it once more. The media are running desperate damage control for the WEF. Okay, then if you're looking to subscribe once more, we got a problem, okay? Now, again, we see a lot of left and right movements. So when this putrid twat, Egypt and PRICK, Klaus Schwab, was explaining, yes, when he was talking about like the younger generation, this means no, everybody, okay? That meant no. Well, of course, when we look at the putridness, what they've done with the old jabs, my delicious little babies, yes. It's like he's done telling everybody, like he's hoping, the same as the putrid who puppeteer him, puppets and muppets, yes, okay, that the younger generation will either not exist or cannot procreate. Here we go. Ding, ding. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies? Yes. But he's talking about, you know, using a platform, you know, what we're all on, my delicious babies. Because please, let's not forget my delicious and beautiful little babies out there. Okay, for some of you, you will know. For others of you will not know. That they're using us to get the information because the small, those, okay, putrid, yes, do not have the brains. I've got nothing across my shoulders because if they did, they wouldn't be having to use all of us. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? So please take a look at that as well. Okay, so that's the video. I know it seems a little bit whatever you think about me. Well, anyway, I cannot say whatever one would ever think about me. You know, sometimes I have my few ups and downs and other times I'm pretty calm. But when I'm wanting to be very serious about things, please always believe, my delicious little babies, there's always method. There we go. Ding, ding, what up. All the time, okay, in my madness. Okay, never ever forget that, my delicious little babies, yes? And then what the general idea is that you just take bits and pieces out. But to me, ding, ding, God bless, I'm done telling. I've just given a clear message, many messages. Okay, so that's all I really want to say. I've got nothing more to say, my delicious little babies. I'm not going to be doing my readings this evening now. I'll be doing them tomorrow now. Okay, because I've really got to get them done. What's happening is this is taking over my life, and sometimes it's giving me, I've got to be honest with you, my delicious little babies, it is giving me sleepless nights, I've got to be honest with you. But it's not for the fact that I'm, you know, worrying or anything like that. What it is, it's we must find the solution to the problem. Now we know what the solution is. Okay, there we go, ding, ding. But it's getting others, God bless them, because we have to say that, to wake them up. Although there are many more waking up. Okay, my delicious little babies. Yes, so anyways, that's the video. So I hope you've enjoyed it, okay? I mean, for some of you, maybe it's just a little bit too deep. Do you understand what I mean? But then again, nobody ever knows what I'm going to come out with next. In fact, sometimes, like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, sometimes I do not know what I'm going to come out with next. It's whatever generally comes into me old noddle. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes. So on that note, wishing you all the most beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world, okay? And I hope that you continue, you know, if you can, my delicious little babies, to have a super duper delicious time, okay? Please feel the love, okay? And please continue to help even those, do you understand what I mean, yes? Sometimes they know not what they do, okay? So on that note, till my next video, thank you for listening, much love, God bless, take care, thank you, goodbye.